Hey, it's Ethan here at etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Kuat Grip Ski and Snowboard Carrier and how it fits on our 2021 Mazda CX-5. This is going to be the 4-ski 2-board version in black. There is also a 6-ski 4-board option, and each of those sets is available in black, gray, or pearl. So let's check out a little bit about how it works. If you have a pair of skis or boards and you want a way to get them to the mountain safely and securely, this is a great option as long as you have a roof rack system to mount them to. These are going to be able to support up to 165 pounds, keeping in mind that your crossbars, the feet, and your roof all have different weight ratings, so make sure that you find out which each of those are. Go from the lowest rated component. Basically, the carrier is going to hold on to our gear with these jaws that you can just pop up with the palm of your hand. So if you have large gloves on in the winter, you can still open them up. The jaws will stay up and you don't have to keep them up when you're loading and unloading your gear. But the thing that really sets the grip apart are these two trays. So you press this little button on the top, slide the trays out towards you. So if you're a little bit on the shorter side, or maybe you just need a little bit of help getting this closer to you, loading and unloading, this is the way to do it. With the skis out of the way, we'll push these trays back into place. Talk a little bit more about the jaws. So you see there are these rubber teeth on both the bottom and the top to keep your gear secure, but also keep it from sliding around inside the tray. If I close these down, you'll see that there are a handful of stops. So this is 1, then 2, then 3, all the way down to accommodate different gear sizes. But even if you just put it down to the 1, it still won't allow the jaws to open and your gear will be secured. If we close it down all the way, or even if it's all the way up rather, I don't want to confuse anybody, but you still can lock the jaws. So now I can't push this button to get it open, whether it's at the top, bottom, or middle. So we secure our gear inside the carrier. I like the clamps for the grip as well. They have this rubberized strip that goes along the bottom of our crossbars, which will protect it, but also keep that grip on there. They're really easy to install. If you need to loosen them up with an Allen wrench. There is also a lock core on the back side to keep the clamps secured on your crossbars. Here they're working with our round bars, and you can see that there is just this little indentation up at the top. So it does a nice job of keeping them safe and secure on these bars, but they work really well with arrow bars or round, elliptical, square, whatever type of crossbars really you want to throw at it. There are also optional T-track accessories in the event that your crossbars do have that slot available. One thing I do want to point out is that on these round crossbars, another nice feature is that the grip has the ability to tilt and hold itself into place forward, in the middle, and also back. So if you find that they're rotating on your bars just a little bit, it's not a big deal. You can find an alignment that works for you. If you want to know what it's like to live with this system on top of your roof, I'll get a couple measurements and give you an idea of what that would look like. So from the top of the crossbars to the top of the carrier is going to be about 4.5 inches. Pretty low profile, so they don't add a ton of height. If you want to know what that measurement is going to be to where your gear is going to sit, that's going to be closer to 3.25 inches. That's the number you're going to want to keep in mind as far as how tall your bindings can be or if they're going to make contact with your roof. Overall, again, if you're looking for that premium option, Kuat Grip is definitely a really solid way to go. With those sliding trays, it makes putting your gear on and off super easy. Weight capacity of 165 pounds is a lot. Again, keeping in mind those other ratings, because it does come in those different colors and different sizes, you can really find a way to mix and match and make it work for you. I will say if you don't necessarily need that accessibility aspect of it, I would say the CX-5 sits low enough that I personally comfortably can get to the back pretty easily. I'm just over 6 foot, so that's something you're going to want to keep in mind as far as how tall you are, if you need help with that. And if you don't, you might want to check out something like the Yakima Fat Cat Evo. Got a lot of similar features, very low profile, but it doesn't have that sliding out tray if you want something that's a little bit of a better value. But if you do want that premium option and you need a little bit of assistance getting your skis on and off, there's no better option than the Kuat Grip. This again was just a look at how it fits on our 2021 Mazda CX-5.